Hello all, today we're going to be doing a bit more of a bit of Oathbreaker. As always, there will be a link to the deck list down below, as well as a link to the Oathbreaker rules page. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's have some fun. I am a Diabolist, a Demonologist, a Scholar. My study takes skill, effort, and acumen. Necromancy is a fool's art practiced by failed butchers who think they're being clever just because they brilliantly notice that sometimes corpses don't stay dead. Today, we will be discussing how Davriel's decadent discarding causes distress, duress, and despondence. Davriel Rogue Shadowmage is a legendary Davriel Planeswalker that costs 2 and a black with 3 loyalty that says, at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand, Davriel Rogue Shadowmage deals 2 damage to them. His 1 loyalty ability is -1, target player discards a card. Davriel's signature spell is obviously going to be something with discard, which is on flavor given that Davriel can literally rip spells from people's minds. Many other players prefer to run board wipes, and that's their prerogative, but I almost feel like we should be running something that feeds into Davriel's passive ability. There's a lot of good choices, but the most obvious one is Mind Twist. I'm sorry, what was I doing? Oh yes, the obvious signature spell for Davriel is Tassigur's Cruelty. Ugh, my head is killing me. Signature spell, Davriel is obviously Davriel's Shadow Fugue. Duress. That spell, Davriel's signature, Siphon Mind, discards cards, and draws cards. Davriel's Oathbreaker deck is designed with the same mindset as that of Atrak, where your goal is to unburden your opponents of all their errant thoughts. Cards like Wheel of Torture, Shrieking Affliction, and Skull Cage punish our opponents for being victims of our mental meddling. Not having enough cards are a peasant's problem, after all, and not a concern of ours. The most luxurious version of this should be running a full suite of Megrim, Liliana's Caress, Raider's Wake, and Fel Spectre, so we can punish our opponents every time we force them to discard. That way, you have plenty of time to leisurely nap as they try to rebuild their sordid lives. There are many cards that you'll want as part of your retinue to stop the commoners from uprising. Delirium Skeins, Tassigur's Cruelty, and Chant of Smog are one-off spells that help us remove vast chunks of cards from our opponent's hand. Cards like Scepter of Fugue, Cunning Lethomancer, and Chow Chow Lord of Way allow you to repeatedly force your opponents to discard cards, making it almost impossible for them to stop you from resolving more luxuries a player of your station can afford. Luxuries like being able to profit from their suffering with Waste Not, or simply sitting there under the safety of your ensnaring bridge. Ubamask, Mind Slicer, and Monomania make it so you can always return our opponents to the dirt, where they belong. And, worst comes to worst, cast Smallpox. But a little disease never hurt anyone, so also cast Pox itself. It is better to die than to let a peasant become our equal. Overall, if you want a hot body, you want a Bugatti, you want a Maserati, you need to force pitch. You want to live fancy, live in a big mansion, discard all the hands. You need to force pitch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this bit of Oathbreaker. Please make sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment what you think of Davriel Rogue Shadowmage and what you'd add to the deck. Anyway, I hope you guys had fun, and have a great time.